Hi guys. So I was on Twitter and it's come to my attention that apparently Gabby Petito's family has now filed against Brian Laundrie's parents. Yes. So I'm just going to read these to you and then I'm going to show a short clip. Here's the new information from the civil lawsuit. Gabby Petito's family filed against Brian Laundrie's parents. It alleges Laundrie advised his parents on or about August 28th that he murdered Gabby, and on that same date, the Laundrie parents spoke with attorney Stephen Bertolino. The lawsuit alleges that 2 days after advising his parents he murdered Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie then sent a text message from Gabby's phone to her mom saying there was no service, trying to deceive her. In an effort to avoid Gabby's mom, Nicole, Brian's mom, Roberta, blocked her cell phone so calls and texts could not be received. According to the lawsuit, she also blocked her on Facebook. The lawsuit alleges the Laundries knew about the mental suffering and anguish of the Petitos but did nothing to alleviate it. Lawsuit says the Laundries acted with malice and great indifference. I wholeheartedly agree. What they did to that family is disgusting. Here's the Laundrie family attorney, Stephen Bertolino's response to the lawsuit. He calls the Petito's claims baseless under the law. Yeah, okay. As I have maintained over the last several months, the Laundries have not publicly commented at my direction, which is their right under the law. Assuming everything the Petitos allege in their lawsuit is true, which we deny, the lawsuit does not change the fact that the Laundries had no obligation to speak to law enforcement of any third party, including the Gabby Petito family. The fundamental legal principle renders the Petitos' claims to be baseless under the law. Here's the lawsuit pages. Now, I'm no Emily D. Baker, so if you want to see them, I'm sure she's going to put them up on her page. You know, she knows what she's talking about. I mean, I could read them, but it's not like I can explain everything. This is out of my league. Let me see. Yeah, it's for Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt against Christopher and Roberta Laundrie. So it's saying, come now, Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt, by and through their undersigned counsel, and file the within complaint against the defendants, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, and in support thereof allege as follows. This is an action for damages that exceed $30,000, inclusive of prejudgment, interest costs, and attorney fees. Venue is proper in Sarasota County, Florida, because the defendants reside therein. The court has jurisdiction over the within matter pursuant to FS 86011 and FS 26012. The plaintiff, Joseph Petito, is a resident of Vero Beach, Florida, and is the father of Gabrielle Petito, which is deceased. Another plaintiff is Nicole Smith, a resident of Blue Point, New York, and is the mother of Gabrielle Petito, deceased. Defendants are Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, are residents of Northport, Florida, and are the parents of Brian Laundrie, deceased. Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito became engaged to marry on or about July 2nd, 2020. On July 2nd, 2021, Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito left New York in a van owned by Gabby Petito to take a trip to the western United States, which was expected to last for several months. Prior to the trip taken by Gabby and Brian, Joseph Petito and Nicole and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie had a cordial relationship. Gabby Petito had hoped of becoming a travel influencer, a van lifer, and document her cross-country travels on social media sites such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. During the course of aforementioned trip, Gabrielle Petito and her family almost daily, including her parents, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith, and her siblings. The last communication that Gabby Petito had was with Joseph Petito was on August 21st, 2021. The last communication that Nicole had with Gabby was on August 27th, 2021. It is believed that on August 27, 2021, Brian Laundrie murdered Gabby Petito. The cause of her death was blunt force injuries to her head and neck with manual strangulation. Gabby was 22 years of age at the time of her death. After Brian murdered Gabby, Brian sent text messages back and forth between his cell phone and Gabby Petito's cell phone in an effort to hide the fact that she was deceased. On August 27th, 2021, it is believed that Brian Laundrie sent a text to Nicole Schmidt in which he referred to Gabby Petito's grandfather, Stan, by name. Gabby Petito never called her grandfather by his name. It is believed, and therefore averred, that on or about August 28, 2021, Brian advised his parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie that he had murdered Gabby Petito. On that same date, Chris and Roberta spoke with attorney Steve Bertolino and sent him a retainer on September 2nd, 2021. On August 30th, 2021, Brian Laundrie sent a text message from Gabby Petito's cell phone to Nicole, stating that there was no service in Yosemite Park in an effort to deceive Nicole Smith into believing that Gabriel Petito was still alive. On September 1st, 2021, Brian returned to the house of his parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie, driving Gabby Petito's van. After this point in time, there was no contact between Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt on the one hand and Christopher Laundrie and Roberta on the other. From August 27, 2021 until September 9th, 2021, when Gabby Petito's remains were found at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area in Wyoming, plaintiffs were extremely distraught and were attempting to locate Gabby Petito. While Gabby Petito's family was suffering, the Laundrie family went on vacation to Fort Soto Park on September 6th to the 7th, 2021. In an effort to avoid any contact with Nicole Smith on or about September 10th, 2021, Roberta Laundrie blocked Nicole Smith on her cellular phone such that neither phone calls or texts could be delivered, and she blocked her on Facebook. That is disgusting. On September 14th, 2021, with full knowledge that Gabby Petito has been murdered by their son, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, through their lawyer, issued the following statement. It is our understanding that a search has been organized for Miss Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. On behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope that the search for Miss Petito is successful and that Miss Petito is reunited with her family. On September 16th, 2021, attorney Richard Stafford, on behalf of Gabby Petito's family, issued a letter to Chris Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie as follows. We are writing this letter to ask you to help find out our beautiful daughter. We understand you are going through a difficult time, and your instinct to protect your son is strong. Sorry, I just need a drink. My throat's very dry. We ask you put yourselves in our shoes. We haven't been able to sleep or eat, and our lives are falling apart. That breaks my heart. We believe you know the location of where Brian left Gabby. We beg you to tell us. As a parent, how could you let us go through this pain and not help us? As a parent, how can you put Gabby's younger brothers and sisters through this? That's gonna make me cry. Oh my God. Gabby lived with you for over a year. She was going to be your daughter-in-law. How can you keep her location hidden? You were both at Jim and Nicole's house. You were both so happy that Brian and Gabby got engaged and were planning to spend their lives together. Please, if you or your family have any decency left, please tell us where Gabby is located. Tell us if we are even looking in the right place. All we want is Gabby to come home. Please help make this happen. Despite the fact that Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith implored Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie to tell them if their daughter was alive and if she was not, where her remains were located, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie refused to respond to either Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith or law enforcement. Wow. I thought it was going to be all high tech and stuff and I wouldn't be able to read it. Oh my gosh, is there more? Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie instructed that all contacts were to be made through their attorney, Stephen P. Berlino, and he issued no comment when asked about Gabby Petito's well-being. While Joe Petito and Nicole Smith were desperately searching for information concerning their daughter, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie were keeping the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie secret, and it is believed were making arrangements for him to leave the country. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie knew of the mental suffering and anguish of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith and knew that they could alleviate, at least in part, such mental suffering and I think I read this, didn't I? Oh, wait, maybe not. And knew that they could alleviate, at least in part, such mental suffering and anguish by disclosing where they knew about the well-being and the location of the remains of Gabby Petito, yet they repeatedly refused to do so. In doing so, Chris Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie acted with malice or great indifference to the rights of Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie exhibited extreme and outrageous conduct which constitutes behavior under the circumstances which goes beyond all possible bounds of decency and is regarded as shocking, atrocious, and utterly intolerable in a civilized community. I couldn't agree more. As a direct and proximate result of the willfulness and maliciousness of Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith have been caused to suffer pain and suffering, mental anguish, inconvenience, loss of capacity for enjoyment of life experienced in the past and to be experienced in the future. Wherefore, plaintiffs Joseph Petito and Nicole Smith repeatedly request this honorable court enter judgment in their favor and against the defendants. Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, and award to them just compensation for the damages they have suffered, together with costs and such other reliefs as this honorable court deems just and appropriate. That was hard. Yeah, I think that was it. So that's the update. I mean, I say I'm glad they're going for it because what the Laundries did to the Petitos and the Smiths was horrible. Horrible. I mean, I don't know how they held it together. Myself, I would have went over there. There would have been a huge fight. Absolutely. I would have went over there. I couldn't control my temper or anguish or anything like that. I would have been right over there. I just don't understand. Yeah, sure, you have your right not to say anything, but you don't just sit there and block the family on your phone and the internet. You don't do that when their daughter is missing, especially seeing how she lived with you. You guys would know more than her own parents. Gabby lived with them for over a year. Gabby ate with them at the dinner table. She smiled with them. She laughed with them. She had a room there. She lived there. Her belongings are there. Wow. I hope they win. I hope they get more than 30,000 because what they did to Gabby's family is awful. And there's no fixing that. There's no fixing that. It's unforgivable. I just don't understand. Like it said in the letter, as even being a parent, the Laundries were our parents. How could they sit there and not feel some type of way, even about Gabby missing, and to reach out and say, look, we don't know. Say something, anything. Nope. They could care less. It was horrible. I hope that they at least get some, I don't even know. I guess win the lawsuit, get some reprieve from it, slowly try and move on. It would be hard though. I know I wouldn't let it go, but that's just me. I can't let things go, especially something like that. I wouldn't let it go. No. All right, that's gonna do, guys. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. All right, have a great night. Bye.